You will when you get there. You know, you're quite the little showman, Benny. But that's all it is. It's an act. You know for a fact there isn't a God. You know for a fact that book. You've obviously read that book and read all its contradictions and all of its lies and all the weird stuff. Do you follow Leviticus by any chance? You think all those people out there should follow Leviticus? Honestly, do you think a man lived in a fish for 3 days? That it rained for 40 days and nights and flooded the whole world? I know you're probably just going to quote some Bible passage at me because that's all you know. That scares people. Don't you understand that? And you want to teach other people this? You want to convince them that if they don't, you're an evil man. You're nasty. You couldn't even answer. You say Larry King's my friend. He's not your friend. He's a freaking journalist, you fool. Doesn't even like you. He thinks you're a fake, a charlatan. Did you know that? How about Randy? Yeah, you know all about him. He caught you in I don't know how many lies. You're such a liar. By the way, how many limousines do you own now? In your house? Where do you get this money? You never graduated from high school, college, anything else. Oh, you can call divinity school college if you want to, but it isn't. Because all you talk about is the Bible. That's not learning a damn thing. That's as bad as the Muslims saying that they can learn science and math from their Quran. You know, come on. Yeah, okay. Go build a building over here in cubits. Try that one on for size. And you think some lady talked to a snake, and the snake said to her, "Don't you eat that fruit, you'll get smart." You believe that stuff. You try to convince other people of that. The problem is you're threatening people when you do that. When you tell them that if they don't follow the way you say, they're going to burn forever in a lake of fire. Let me tell you, folks, it's real. I don't believe in that stuff. I don't believe that stuff. I don't believe that stuff. You will when you get there. I guarantee you he didn't leave it at that. That was not your win, trust me. That's not an answer to a question. That's more theatrics. You know, these people out here laughing. How do we know they're actually laughing at what you say? Looks like camera tricks. Got a few people in there shaking their head when you say stuff like that. They don't think their Jesus was mean that way. They don't think their God is as evil as you portray him. They don't think their God is the monster that you portray him. That if their daughter isn't a virgin when she wants to get married, that you are to stone her to death. That's the Bible, not the Quran. Excuse me. If your brother tells you he doesn't believe in God, you're to take him out to the edge of town with your neighbors, pick the correct stones, stone him to death, and leave him impaled out there for the rest of the world to see that evil does not abide in your village. Are you going to do that? Because I know your brother doesn't believe in your crap. So you're going to murder people like that? Your God murders people. Millions, hundreds of thousands. According to you, the whole world was flooded after 40 days and nights of rain, and everything died except for Noah and his family. And since what was it? One of his sons uncovered him when he was drunk as a joke. He says, "You and the rest of your family from here on out, all your offspring will be slaves." And that's how we got slaves. And that was okay with God because slavery is fine. Oh yeah, don't you remember when Abraham, when he was going to kill his son, and the angel came down and stayed his hand and said, "No, God was just testing you. All you have to do is cut off a piece of his penis." And I'll be happy with that, God says. Really? You believe that stuff? And so they've been cutting babies' feet and torturing babies ever since? Because of that? You're kidding, right? You people are wild. You're weird. Everything you do, everything you want to punish is sexual in nature. It's freaky, is what it is. And you're retarded. You're not even part of I'm not talking about adult mental illness. No, you, yourself, you got some kind of psychotic, want to be the leader of something. Were you from India or something like that? You didn't finish high school or go to college or anything. How can you, of all people, this was supposed to be something about Oprah. Once again, all it is you on stage with your theatrics trying to convince people that dinosaurs and man lived in the same time period. And Jesus used to ride a T-Rex, yeah, into the money changers' hands. God said, I think I'll send myself down there as my son, and might as well rape a 12-year-old girl to do it. Come on. You people are crazy. Yeah, that's right. Mary was 12. Fools. Had enough of you now. That's my answer to your so-called theatrics. You didn't say anything about reality, or, of course not. Yeah, and you know I'm an atheist, so I'm going to ridicule your religion anyway. It doesn't matter, you know that. And you being the fraud you are, you need to go to jail for a while. You need to find out what it's like to be in a real monastery. Get out of it. I'm just earthling.